What is up? What is up? Val Sponsor Sports back in with a video. Another day, another SEC team that wins. LSU. Shout out to LSU, man. Beating Baylor 44-31. I did not watch this game. We're going to look at the Baylor QB stats and we're going to look at the LSU QB stats. And then we're going to, look at the resumes of these teams. We're going to break it down. But yeah, we're going to look at Baylor QB, okay? What is it? Sword Robertson. 30 for 51. He threw for 445 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. QB rate 101.9. As for LSU quarterback, they played 2 quarterback. Josh Williams 1 for 1, 3 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. QB rating 79.1. And then, y'all know what the quarterbacks y'all know the quarterbacks. LSU's quarterback, man. Garrett. 24 for 34, 304 passing, 1 pick, 3 I said 3 picks, 3 interceptions. I meant 2 not I keep saying interceptions. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, QB rate 125.5. Okay. We're gonna look at LSU's resume. Okay. They lose to a mid Southern Cal team. They dominated Nicholls State. They beat South Carolina nail biter 33-36. That's a good win. They dominated UCLA 34-17. They dominated South Alabama 42-10, as they should. Beat Ole Miss in overtime 29-26. They beat Arkansas 34-10, as they should. Lose to Texas A&M unexpectedly 38-23. Get BTA'd by Alabama. Did not expect that. 42-13. Expected it to be close, at least. Lose to Florida 27-16. I expected them to lose to Florida because that was when Florida was on a roll. Beat Vanderbilt by 7 points. Vanderbilt's solid. But here's a kicker right here. LSU beat Oklahoma. You see all these SEC teams beating Oklahoma? Alabama might be the only team that hasn't beaten Oklahoma. That's sad. Even LSU beat Oklahoma. 37-17. Even LSU's down year. They beat Oklahoma, and then they beat Baylor 44-31. So shout out to LSU on pretty sure they ended the season, 9-4? Yeah, 9-4. 5-3 in conference. 7-1 at home. 2-3 on the road. Next year, they're going to be scary. They won the transfer portal. They're still in everybody. They should be a playoff team next year. If they're not a playoff team next year, I will fire their coach. But anyways, we're going to talk about Baylor's resume. Who they beat, who they lost to. They blew out some team called TS. I'm just going to call them TS. Beat them 45-3, okay. You lose to Utah 23-10. 23-12. You BTA, Army, Air Force. You lose to Colorado by 7 in overtime. 38-31. You lose to BYU, a good BYU team, 34-28. You get BTA by Iowa State, 43-21. But you BTA a solid Texas Tech team. You barely beat Oklahoma State. You only beat Oklahoma State 38-28. Okay. Barely beat TCU. You beat TCU in a nail biter 37-34. TCU's mid. You beat West Virginia, a mid West Virginia team, by 14, 49-35. You beat Houston by 10, 20-10. You BTA Kansas. Not a lot of teams in in your conference beat Kansas. A lot of them either blew them out or barely beat Kansas. Kansas had a down year. made a bowl game last year. I think they won a bowl game. They went to a bowl game, won a bowl game last year. I don't even know, but they had a down year. But they BTA Kansas 45-17, and then they lose 44-31. Baylor's season was weird. They lost to. It's either they beat the team, barely beat the team, and they lost to teams that they was expecting to lose to. It was a weird year for Baylor, and Baylor ended the season off 8-5. A weird 8-5 team. Probably one of the worst 8-5 teams. Like they beat some teams. You see, they win close. They beat. They lose. They barely beat the scrub teams, but they get by it. They sneak by them scrub teams, lose to the mid teams, but blow out the. I don't even know. They just a weird 8-5 team. But I didn't watch the game. Shout out to LSU winning 44-31. It's been that bit about my sports. Then my time, my prime. Peace out.